Hello, friends, and welcome back, or welcome to Narrative Notions, our silly little podcast where we talk about silly little things. All opinions are our own. We apologize for nothing. Hashtag dead dove do not eat. I'm Bianca. That's Bethany.
Hello.
We're going to talk about the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Some things have happened at the Olympics.
I have a small reading update. Um,
Mm.
I've started two books. One is The Hunger Games because I'm reading it for my ASMR channel because that brings me joy. And the other
Mm.
one is The Chain by Adrian McKinty, which is a horror book about a mother whose daughter gets kidnapped at the bus stop, and then she gets a call telling her that she needs to pay $25,000 and kidnap another kid from someone who she thinks will continue the chain. So it's just a continuation of people kidnapping people's kids, and if she doesn't, the previous people will kill her daughter, and then they will find another person because they're trying to make sure that their son stays alive. Shit's wild, and I
Okay.
finished Throne in the Dark. Yes. Well, since the last one, I did finish The Deep. I finished The Deep. We're not going to go any more into detail about it, but I finished it and I went on a whole rant to Bethany, and it is by far the weirdest book I've ever read in my whole life. Um, but I finished Thrown in the Dark and it was delightful.
Mm.
And I think that Bethany would enjoy it. That's it. Let's talk about the
Oh, you were talking about
Olympics.
Thrown in the Dark. Okay. I kind of
Yeah.
zoned out. I kind of zoned out for a second, and you were still talking about the deep. And when I zoned back in, and you were like, "Oh, I think she would enjoy this," I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, huh?"
Also, I'm finishing a pizza quesadilla.
But I am going to start Thrown in the Dark. Thrown in the Dark. Um, soon. I'm on a reading kick now, so yeah. Um, all right, the Olympics. What do we want to
The
talk about
Olympics.
first? Do do
It
we
was a
want to
damn
talk
mess. It was a damn mess.
There's so much to talk about
What are y'all doing?
because
I've seen so many
and
people
it
that are like, Paris is never hosting this shit ever again.
no, and if they were, people would refuse to go because it was
Cardboard beds?
horrendous. Dude,
Cardboard beds? No AC?
the no
People
AC is what really
swimming
got me.
in the river and then getting giardia?
Did you see that one American swimmer or triathlon who was like, I'm traumatized by the things I saw in the river. And I'm like, what the hell is in that river?
No. But God, dude.
Yeah, it was I think she was a an American swimmer, I think, when they did the swim in the Seine River. And she had like an interview or something, and she was like, yeah, I saw things and I felt things in the river that I really want to forget about. And I'm like, oh my God. So that,
You don't want to go in that river. It's icky.
no,
It's icky
no.
nasty.
Also, Paris is just full of assholes. So,
That too. That too.
Um,
We don't like assholes. I'm messing. Golly, I'm just white. I'm messing with something on my desktop, so continue.
hmm. um, I really loved the memes that came of this one though, because of how much of a train wreck it was. But also, I want to know if you feel the same way about this, because I've seen some people talk or say this about the Olympics this year. They said that the Olympics this year felt a lot more healing compared to like the past couple of Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of them were saying, I mean, obviously we know what happened with the 2020 Olympics, but like even a couple of Olympics before that, a lot of people were saying that like it doesn't feel fun. It doesn't feel like anyone's having fun. They're trying too hard to win. But this year, it felt like they were all just having fun and all the
Hmm.
athletes were just having the time of their lives. And like there was no hard feelings between anyone, well, except a couple people. But for the most part, everyone seemed to be having the time of their lives.
And countries other than just the US are winning medals.
Yeah,
Now, obviously, I'm American and like, go America, but you know, sometimes other people need to win.
yeah. And like there are countries that are winning medals for the first time ever.
They're going to go down in history. They are going to be
Yeah.
remembered forever. And that's really cute and it makes me cry.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so happy for these people and it's just so nice. Even the countries that had like the really small like entry boats because they didn't have a whole bunch of teams, but they were still so proud and they were so happy to be there and I'm happy for them and I hope that they get everything they want.
And everything they deserve.
Yeah. Speaking of things people deserve, do we want to talk about ray gun this early?
I feel like Raygun deserves better. She just doesn't deserve a medal, for breakdancing. But, but she
She,
does deserve some brand deals. Put that bitch in a commercial. You'll sell shit.
I think she deserves a little bit of karma for rigging it because that's the only way she got to the Olympics. You didn't hear about that?
No.
Okay, so
Most of
apparently,
this is going to be you teaching me things.
okay, so this was like the first Olympics that I have been like very involved in a long time. Um, but apparently there's no like official judging panel for breakdancing in Australia the way there were in other countries. So Raygun made it herself and she put her husband on the panel and she rigged it so she would be the one to get sent to the Olympics for breakdancing. And they purposefully like blacklisted, I think was the word someone used. All of the other or no, they disqualified a lot of the other actual talented break dancers in Australia who went to this audition competition thing to decide who would go to the Olympics, and they rigged it because her husband was on the judging panel, and that's how she got to the Olympics.
And now she, okay. I said she deserves better. I was wrong. Um, she deserves to be the laughing stock of Australia and
Oh,
will be
yeah,
a meme for literally ever.
yeah, absolutely. And what's even funnier is that Australia has this one-sided beef with us, apparently.
Oh.
And they were like, they were so mad about like the medal count because like they were saying how Australia had more like gold medals or like a higher overall medal count than America at one point. And the Americans were like, what are you talking about? Like, huh? And we're all just like, a lot of people who were watching the Olympics were like, we don't care about this. This is
Oh no.
one-sided beef. Why are you so mad? And now everyone is just laughing at Australia simply because
Yeah,
of Reagan. Yeah.
that sucks, dude.
Yeah,
Like, come on. We had
yeah,
five sauce. And then you screw
dude.
up their reputation with that. God.
Yeah, they just I that that I mean, on one hand, I do applaud her for scheming that. But on the other hand, it's like, why would you take that from someone? when you
Who told her she
know,
was good at breakdancing? Who?
probably no one. I think she knows. She would probably know.
Like,
Because I think it
I
said, I
get
think she
rigging
said, and
like a little dance competition that you're like, oh, we're street dancing, we're break dancing, we're
yeah,
b-boy and blah blah blah, like in back alleys and in like a club. But the Olympics,
the Olympics.
you rigged to go to the Olympics
Yeah,
and make a damn fool out of yourself. You
yep.
got everything you deserve.
I think she said in an interview, I'll have to double check, but I think she said in an interview that she did it for the sake of getting to the Olympics. Like that was all she wanted. She didn't really care about winning or anything. She just wanted to go. Like, what is wrong with you?
That's all I have to say. Just that look. Just you're icky. How dumb are you? Come on. What the hell?
So it, yeah,
A man's pole knocked over a
that's,
pole.
yep, that did happen. Yep.
You think he's gotten laid because of that?
I mean, maybe.
Some of them French ladies that, ooh, un baguette Eiffel Tower.
Um, I do think that like my favorite thing to come out of the Olympics was the chocolate muffin story with the Norwegian. Is he Norwegian? I think he's Norwegian. Hold on. Olympic chocolate muffin guy. Uh yeah, he represented Norway in three of the Olympic Games. He was a swimmer and he became known for his quote unquote love affair with the chocolate muffins from the Olympic Village. And he posted like I think they were Snapchats, like a love story of him falling in love with the chocolate muffins, and then a chocolate muffin catches him cheating on it with another like dessert or something. So he had the chocolate muffin kidnap him, or the chocolate muffin kidnapped him and tied him up and locked him in like a room or something and held him hostage. And then I think it was this guy. It might have been someone else, but someone was hoarding chocolate muffins like in the living quarters, dorms of the Olympic Village because the chocolate muffins were so popular.
Those must have been some good chocolate muffins.
Oh, right?
I want to try those chocolate muffins. How much you want to bet they're on eBay?
They might be, or um you could probably find the recipe. I'm sure someone figured it out. Or maybe someone leaked it because we know how Paris is.
For years to come, the Paris chocolate muffin recipe.
Chocolate muffins. I think I have seen some TikToks about like trying to recreate the muffin recipe, but like they don't know because they haven't had the chocolate muffin, so they didn't know if they got it right. Um, but I do kind of want to try them, but that also looks like a lot of chocolate because I think it's a chocolate muffin and then it has like big chocolate chunks in it, and I think there's like a chocolate mousse or ganache or something inside of it. So it's a lot of chocolate.
That sounds right up my alley.
It would be like a one-time dessert, and then I would never want dessert for like a month.
But I would eat it,
Oh yeah,
and that's all that matters.
that's all that matters. Let's see. What else? Oh, did you see the Shooter man from Turkey,
Yes, he has a cat.
the the dad man who's just
And now
looking like
everyone's
an
doing that
anime
pose.
character. Yeah, out here looking like an anime character.
He has a
What
cat.
I
He's cool.
what I really liked that came of that is I saw a poster that someone made of all the different like um shooters that had like these weird like funky poses that they were doing, and they
Yeah,
put it all on like a movie anime poster that you would see. And that was like one of my favorite things. I love it. It was wonderful.
it's just crazy to
There,
me that like everybody else had all these crazy mods and like funky ass glasses that have like three, four glasses on them and fucking the things on the shoulders and the things on the face and the things on the gun and the everything. And he's just, I got a gun. Bang, bang. Like, what the fuck? Go, dude. Proud of you.
yeah.
That's aura right there. I've learned about aura
Mhm.
from my children, not my actual children, but my students. I had to look it up because I was like, what the hell is this? Yeah. Um, I don't understand most of what they say,
Mm.
97% of the time, but uh, b popular is like plus 1,000 points. Aura, Miss Bianca, minus 100 points. Aura, Miss Bianca, blah 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 blah. And what the Sigma?
Yeah, I didn't really
I
get that
don't
one
get it.
either.
And then
No.
Skibbity Toilet. I had to look up Skibbity Toilet. And
I
then
had to ban that one. Oh my God,
Skibbity Riz, Ohio Rizzler.
dude. It, okay,
I don't get
here,
it.
I mean, here's the thing. And I don't know, side tangent, I guess. Um, but like the thing with like I Gen Alpha, I think is what this new Gen Alpha, I think. Yeah.
Yes. They have no
Um,
attention span whatsoever.
well, that too, but also
None.
like I don't think they realize that there are some slang words that really only have effect on the internet.
Yeah.
Like you can only use them on the internet and have it make sense and not sound like you're having an aneurysm when you say it out
Yes.
loud.
Now with that, I put an update on my Goodreads because I'm still reading Nestlings by Nat Cassidy, and it's the one where apparently vampires are gonna eat a baby, whatever. And like it's talking so much about COVID, and it's like it's
Mm.
taking me out. But then one of the characters said womp womp, and I was like, who did this?
Yeah,
No. I think I've said womp womp out loud once, and it was at work.
yeah.
I don't remember
That,
what it was
I
about.
mean, I haven't always, but like every now and then, I've kind of always said like womp womp throughout my life, just because that's just, that's how you make fun of somebody.
Womp
And
womp.
like, so it's always been a thing that like I've at least grown up around. So like womp womp wasn't new to me. I thought everyone did that at some point. So
So yeah. Um, some slang needs to stay
on the
offline.
internet.
And this is how you can tell these kids are chronically online.
Yeah,
They say we are, but it's like, babes,
yeah,
literally nobody can understand you.
yeah.
Like,
And like some slang words, you can say them out loud. Like that's what it's for. But a lot of it stays on the internet. That's like people going around saying LOL out loud. It's like nobody does that because they know that it's supposed to be on the internet. And if you do say LOL out loud, it's usually ironic.
I think I accidentally said LOL out loud one time and I laid down and went to bed after. Like it was purely on accident that I said it. I was just like having a conversation, blah blah blah, LOL. I was like, no, no, yep, I gotta go home. I gotta go
Yeah.
home. I gotta go lay down. No, thank you.
Yeah. I think in the upcoming semesters, that's going to be a lesson that I just throw in to my students. Be like, hey, listen, some of these
No
slang
skibbity
words,
toilet.
yeah,
Shut the
some
fuck
of
up.
these slang words do not work offline. All right, let's see. What else? What other? Oh, Snoop Dogg was everywhere. He was just having the time of his life.
The
I
faces
saw
he was
him.
making, he's just like,
Yeah. Um, when he was carrying the Olympic, like the torch, I saw someone on Facebook going, or I saw like a meme on Facebook that was just like, he's just doing side quests at this point.
yeah, that's
And like,
all
yeah,
he does. Same thing with Flavor Flav.
yeah.
Did you see that he like is sponsoring a bunch of Olympians so they can like survive?
Uh,
He was
I did not see
sponsoring
that.
Olympians. Yeah, it's really
Huh,
awesome.
yeah, cool.
And he's been like very vocal. Also he's a Swiftie. Go Flavor Flav.
Woo, yeah.
Yes, I do know I said his name wrong. I did it on purpose. Flavor Flav. I loved Flavor of Love. Loved it. That was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. Was that appropriate? No, but I was a New York girly all the way. I loved New York.
Fair.
Still love her. Go Tiffany.
Let's see. I was on.
Mondo Duplantis. Mondo Duplantis. He's cute. He's real cute.
Hmm,
Okay, so like, yes, he's taken, but like in general and objectively, he's real cute. He won the pole vaulting. He beat his own world record,
woo.
and then he jumped his ass up immediately and went to go see his girlfriend.
Yes. Oh, I hit my lamp. Um,
That's cute.
that was one of my favorite things to come from the Olympics as well is all of the edits of the athletes running to the stands to like their boyfriends or their girlfriends. And then they have like Taylor Swift and the Alchemy playing in the background. Are you kidding me? That's freaking adorable. I love it. It's wonderful.
Go Mondo.
Where's the trophy? He just comes running over to me. It's wonderful.
And another really cute thing, Mondo and Sha'Carri being besties because they went
Yeah.
to college together and they've known
Mm,
each other since they were like 18 years old. That's cute. I love Sha'Carri Richardson. I think she's fucking awesome.
yeah. It's wonderful.
And
It's
while I'm
adorable.
sad she lost
Mm,
in that one thing, I am glad that someone won a medal for the first time
yeah.
instead. Like
Yeah.
that is warranted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I just think she's fucking awesome. I think she's pretty. And also, have you seen where people have talked about how this has to do with Sha'Carri, but also not? It has to do with her because she's very buff. But I saw someone that said that it's so nice to see that in comparison from like Olympians from the 70s, 80s, that won in gymnastics, all looking like prepubescent children to
Mm,
now buff grown women is
yeah.
really, really cool. And
Hmm.
I'm going to loop Sha'Carri into that because
Yeah.
that woman is built like a brick shit house.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
love it.
I saw something that was about like the heavy lift, like the weightlifting,
Mhm.
um, women as well. And that was like one of my, because like an edit of them, not really an edit, but like pictures of them were like scrolling by and they were like, this is really empowering to some people who want to go to the Olympics but think they can't because of the way they look. And it's like, exactly, it's wonderful. And they
Kicking
like
ass.
they look like normal people.
They're normal people, but normal people can be the best of the best.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
And like that's one thing that always bothered me. And like I told my mom this story, but way back in like middle school when I had my braces, one of the Olympics was going on and
Ah, braces.
my orthodontist, they played like movies or TV shows in the thing like where you like get your braces and like the wires and the colors changed and whatever. They did all like they had movies to play while they did that.
Lucky.
And they
All I
were
had was a bunch of shitty African animal art and my orthodontist who was like 70 and wore polyester pants and smelled like mothballs.
dude, my
I wish
orthodontist.
I had a TV, damn it.
Listen, that's not even the best part about my orthodontist. My orthodontist, I loved him. He had the prettiest blue eyes. That was he had a very pretty face too. So whenever he just came to like change the colors and like look at my teeth, I would always just
Because I
look
was
up at
poor. It's because we were on Medicaid. We were on
It's probably
Medicaid, so I
true.
had to have the old man orthodontist.
That's
I
probably
couldn't
true.
afford the pretty dentist.
That's fair. Anyway, the Olympics were playing and they had them playing on the TV, or I think it was the Olympic trials. And they were doing like the swimming trials. And the lady who was working on my braces and the lady at the station next to her, they were talking about how, oh, I really don't like watching the women swimmers because they look jacked and they have shoulders and they look weird and they just look abnormal. They don't look like women. They don't look feminine. And I looked at them and I didn't say anything because one, I had her hands in my mouth. I couldn't say anything.
Oh,
But I was like, oh, first of all, my sister was a swimmer all throughout, like from the time that she was like 5 years old, I think, up until she graduated high school. She was a competitive swimmer. And even now, she still has broad shoulders. Like she's pretty buff. And she was definitely very buff back then. Like she had a lot of muscle. So I'm like, first of all, that's my sister you're insulting. Not that my sister was the Olympic trials, but she was still a swimmer. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Poopa.
Like, you're horrible. This is why I
Poopa.
don't like you. I didn't like that lady.
Come on.
She was she
Come
was
on.
one of the
Here.
hygienists, I guess, that just hates everything and was always mean to everybody. And I didn't like her. But it was the price to pay for the pretty blue-eyed
Poopa.
orthodontist.
Come here. Clementine is being needy. Don't show that on camera. Those are lady bits. Those are lady bits. The internet doesn't need to see that. Oh my goodness, she's being needy. She going crazy right now. Holy shit. You go crazy, boys.
Her here's me. I tell her I love her and I miss
Jesus,
her.
I love you too. You gonna say something? Use your words. Did a mouth? Yeah, she's doing too much. Uh-huh, I see you. She sees my dirty plate. She sees my dirty plate and she's like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, I can
That's what
make
she
some
really
sauerkraut.
wants.
Clementine Elizabeth. Girl. Girl, you gonna knock all my stuff down. For my Spotify friends, Clementine is just going buck wild right now. Girl, you're moving all my stuff. What are we doing? I don't want to kick her out because that's not nice. And like, I never have cats in the fucking podcast anymore. Okay, she's has settled down. Jesus H. Um, what are some last crazy things that went on at the Olympics? Boopus.
Uh, it wasn't necessarily crazy, but Stephen,
Clementine.
whatever his last name was, on the pommel horse was fun to watch. And how he just like entered the zone when he took his glasses off like an anime character.
I haven't actually watched the video. Um, I've just heard that like people thought he was cute because he's like nerdy, and nerdy people can be Olympic gold medalists too.
Yeah, a lot of people are comparing him to like Clark Kent and Superman.
Oh my God.
Because like
I'll
the
have to
way he
find the
took
video.
Yeah, so like he took off his glasses and he was kind of squinting. That man is blind without his glasses. The way he was squinting, you can tell that he could not see a thing. Um, but
Then he's on the
but
pommel horse.
he was on the
My
pommel horse.
goodness.
He did really well too. So, and he knew he killed it. Like when he did his landing, he knew. And they call him, and like he's called the specialist, which is what they call like all gymnast um Olympians, just because like they specialize in one thing and they're just there for that one event. But like a lot of people have taken to calling him the specialist just like overall because he was there
Oh,
for one event and he came in, he did it, and then he just went and sat in his chair and he like kept his eyes closed and like meditated the whole time.
that's cute.
It was really nice. And he has a girlfriend and they're very cute together.
We like when men are so demure, so mindful, so cutesy,
Yeah.
and
Um,
stay in their lane.
that too. That too. Trying to think of any crazy thing. Oh, there's the drama with Michaela Skinner and Simone Biles and all of the USA gymnastics team.
Oh,
Did you not keep up with that? Did you not see that
no.
either? Okay,
I know
so
that Simone Biles jumped 12 feet in the air. That's all I got.
yeah.
And people were
Okay,
bullying her
so
for her hair. Like,
dude,
what?
yeah.
She's like the
Um,
greatest Olympian ever. And you
right? And
care
you're worried
about
about her
her
hair?
edges? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. Okay, so Michaela Skinner was on the USA team in the 2020 Olympics, I think. Um, she was only there as a sub, I think. So she's there as a sub. Um, and then she came on as, not as like an interview. Maybe it was an interview. I don't know. But she said that the USA women's gymnastics team has no work ethic and they're lazy and they have no talent and all this bad stuff about them. And then Simone Biles went on Instagram and she posted a picture of the team with their gold medals. And in her caption, she was like, lazy, talentless, no work ethic champions, like world champions or something. And I was like, yes, this is what we do. Yes. Defend yourselves, ladies.
Did you see there was a video that showed Simone Biles' husband in the crowd where he was like writing down like her scores or whatever, I guess, and keeping track of it. And someone was like, "Oh my God, he's finally realized that he's Simone Biles' husband."
I didn't see that yet.
Like, sir, literally no one even knows your name.
I
And
don't know his
she's
name.
literally the greatest Olympian to ever live.
Yeah,
And you think that you're the prize. I don't know about that, baby girl. I don't know about that. Sorry.
let's see. I'm
Clementine
looking up.
walks out of the room and she keeps looking around and you just see like lights for her eyes. And she's like, uh, uh.
So there's a question that goes around every time the Olympics comes around,
Mhm.
and it's
What goes around? Da, 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 da.
if you were given a year
Uh-huh,
to train for
uh-huh.
an Olympic sport, what sport do you think you could do? And before you say you can't think of many sports, I found the official list for the Summer Olympics for 2024.
Okay.
And I sent it to you, and we're going to go through it and we're going to see. We're going to talk about what sports we think we could do or how poorly we would do in some of the other ones. But okay, so just you have a solid year to train for the Olympics. What sports? What sports are you betting on?
I'm looking.
I think maybe this is me just living a dream, a fantasy, but I would like to try archery at the least.
I do know how to shoot a bow. I did get
Yeah,
my hunting license many moons ago.
many
Um,
moons ago.
and I was the only one that hit the target during my class.
Fair.
Now, did I only shoot it twice? Yes. But did I hit the target? Yes.
You still hit it. That's what matters.
I hit it.
So I think I could do.
Trampoline.
Yeah, yeah.
Ch- Can I see a video
I okay. I would
on
do
how this
okay.
works?
I would do okay with softball because I come from a long line of baseball and softball players. Like I had a great uncle who was on the Red Sox. My dad played baseball, my mom played softball, my sister played softball, my brother played baseball, my grandma played softball. A lot of people in my family have played baseball or softball. And when we did
What are you
a
doing?
baseball sort of like mock sport, I guess,
Rabbits.
in gym, I think it was freshman year, is either freshman or sophomore year. Um, no, it was freshman year. I didn't have gym sophomore year. But freshman year, we had this like fake baseball game or whatever in our class, and I was one of the best batters. So, yeah,
Well, considering how badly Ray Gun did, I would say I could probably do okay with breakdancing.
I same. But I say I gained a lot of hope. I gained a lot of self-confidence in my ability to break dance after watching that. Let's see. I wouldn't want to, but I think the canoe might be fun-ish because I've gone kayaking so much with my sister. I might be able to do it if I had like a solid year to train in like an official like training pool or whatever they use. I might be able to do the canoeing.
I very sincerely don't think that I could actually do any of these. Like, dude,
Not
maybe
even with a
regular
solid.
cycling. Not even with a solid year, dude. I barely know how to swim. I
That's
sprain
true.
my ankles every time I run. All right, I'm not flexible. I broke my damn hip. I'm not tall enough to play basketball. I literally maybe boxing. If the
You
person
could
is the
be
same
a
size as me, I could probably punch someone in the face. I can do
y-
that.
you've taken a man down with a broom handle. You could punch somebody out. It's fine.
Okay, we'll say boxing. I think boxing might be the only one that I could actually feasibly do and not
Uh,
die.
I
What the fuck is squash?
That's a good question. I have no idea. Uh,
Oh,
I think I
squash
would
is a
do
racket
okay with the
sport,
show jumping for
usually
the
played by two
equestrian.
people.
I could probably do that. Because
It's
I did show jumping lessons for about 6 months, and the only reason I stopped was because the my trainer was not a good person.
Squash is similar to tennis, but you're inside of a room. You know, in like those terrible, like 2000s rom-coms where like the white men, they have some type of dialogue where where they're hitting a ball against a wall. That's
Mhm.
squash. Apparently,
How do you
the
win
balls,
that?
I don't know, apparently the balls are made of rubber and tend to have little bounce. They need to be warmed up before the match by being repeatedly hit against walls.
That's so weird.
I don't understand, but okay.
Okay.
Squash.
maybe this is like a default, but maybe golf. I wouldn't want to, but I can swing a golf club
I know
and
I
hit it.
definitely couldn't do sport climbing. I couldn't even do
No.
recreational climbing. I started crying. I'm afraid of heights. Table
Let's see.
tennis.
Or I think I could do rowing, especially if it's on like a team. I would be the worst rower, but
You know
I
how
could
many
do it.
muscles you need to have to do rowing? I know
I
someone that used to be on a college rowing team. She got kicked off. Not
oh,
because she was bad, because she called out the coach and they kicked her off the
oh,
team.
oh.
She had a lot of muscles. Clarence, what are you doing, handsome? For most
Yeah.
of these, I would die.
I
Actually, like surfing, I would die.
yeah. I
Easy, I would
tried
die.
to learn how to surf, but it just for some reason the days that we went were just never good surfing days because my sister used to surf. I don't know if I told you that, but she
No,
used to be a surfer.
of
Um,
course she did.
and I asked her to teach me, but anytime we went, it just never, it was a terrible day. The waves were awful.
And now you're landlocked.
Yeah,
Shame.
it's okay though. I like the beach all that much anyway. But maybe once in a blue moon visit, we should go to the beach next time I'm in Florida.
And some melanin.
What else? You know what? I'm gonna look. I want to look at the winters,
Skiing.
the winter skiing.
Bobsledding.
Yeah, I could do skiing. Yeah,
Is it bobsledding? Oh
I'd
God,
be
there was
okay.
a video of this one Olympian and she like jumped onto like the sled and she had this big fat juicy meaty ass. And everyone was like, "Oh my God, I'm so interested in this sport now." It's literally she's going
I
down
remember
this
that.
hill and her butt is just boom 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 boom. Like, damn.
Okay, there's so many different types of skiing. Okay, so there's freestyle skiing, there's cross-country skiing, alpine skiing, um,
How does
yeah,
one cross
ski
country
jumping,
ski for the Olympics?
ski mountaineering.
Ski mountaineering.
Yeah. I I don't how is that an Olympic sport? I don't what is cross-country skiing? What is that? What is this? Tell me what this is.
Clementine, you wanted to leave. You wanted
That's
to
not telling me
leave.
what it is. It's not telling me what it is, but there's so many different types of skiing. They all, okay, so alpine skiing, it looks like it's just you going down a hill. Cross country skiing, I don't know. It doesn't, it's not telling me any. I don't even know what freestyle ski. Oh, that might be kind of like snowboarding, where they do like the tricks and stuff, I think. Um, what is that? Oh, um, and I think ski jumping is the one where they go down and they jump and they land. Um, I have no idea what ski mountaineering is. I think you're climbing in skis.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, in ski mountaineering,
Is that an Olympic sport, but cheerleading is not?
competitors ski uphill and downhill and use mountaineering abilities to race through snow-covered mountains.
No.
You brought up a good point though with cheerleading, and I've thought about this, and it's not that I don't think that cheerleading should be an Olympic sport, but I think it's because cheerleading isn't a huge thing in a lot of other countries.
Well, I didn't think that breakdancing was big in any countries other than America. And now we find out that apparently it's in Australia and they suck.
Let's see. There's also speed skating. I would
Speed
die.
skating.
You would lose a finger with speed skating.
Parents. He said, no, I'm
What
going to
is
lay
that?
on this
Oh,
notebook.
you know what else I saw is the speed walking race. Did you see that?
Where
It,
the lady was like celebrating her victory too early and then she lost.
I mean that too, but like just in general, the speed walking race that they did. And like I'm not really laughing at it because I'd probably die because those speed walking moms are something else. Um, but it is one of those sports where it's like that's an Olympic sport. That's a thing
Speed walking.
you can do. Speed walking.
Apparently so.
Let's see. But I think, yeah, I look forward to the Olympics. I I think we've talked about this a couple years ago, but I prefer the Winter Olympics. I think they're just more fun to watch.
I like figure skating.
Yeah. I like
That's
the
all I
figure
really
skating.
care about.
Yeah, I like the figure
Use it
skating
or
and the
Hanyu!
snowboarding. Yeah. I like the snowboarding. I like watching like the half pipe jump competition thingies that they do. Um, I like those. Um, but and that's about it. I don't really watch the Summer Olympics unless it's the gymnastics or
Fair.
anything that like shows up on my internet. I don't want to say just TikTok because I see stuff everywhere, but I don't know. The Winter Olympics are just more fun. They're more interesting. So, yeah.
And now we wait for the Winter Olympics.
When is the next Winter Olympics?
2026, I think. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
Olympics. Yeah, 2026. Oh God. I'm gonna be 26 when the 26 Olympics comes up. You're gonna be 27.
I turn 26 next month.
Uh,
Oh my God, you turn 25 next month. What the
I
hell?
know. Oh my God.
Turning 25 does nothing. It no longer lowers your car insurance.
Yeah,
Instead, all you can do is rent a car. That's
yeah.
it. Clementine is screaming. On that note, that's
This
all
has
we
been
have to
insane.
say about the
I
Olympics.
growing older is a scam.
Growing older is
Hot
a scam.
takes. Hot takes.
Paris is smelly and the people suck, and I'm so sad for that Olympian that had her medal taken away because Parisians
Dude.
are racist. And we'll see y'all in the next episode of more substantial information. Was this substantial information? Not necessarily, but did I learn a lot of things? Yes. So we'll see you in the next episode. We're on Spotify. We're on it. YouTube. I almost said Instagram. We're on Instagram. And y'all have a lovely whatever it is wherever you are. Goodbye.
Nice.